welcome to tonight's Big Brother 20 chat.
Oh, hi, it's episode 32.
Well, we find ourselves with Haley and Scotty up on the block.
Again.
And both think that they're staying.
And Sassy Julie says, I paid someone a lot of money to do the math for me. I think someone's lying.
Oh, Julie. Yeah, I mean, Scotty's been the real target all week, but they've been keeping that hush-hush because Tyler doesn't need that getting out and getting to the jury house with Scotty.
Right. So, Haley goes up to the HOH and says to Tyler,
I heard some things.
Scotty said he was the pawn. Is that true? Am I the target?
And Tyler's like, because he did whisper in Scotty's ear, you're a pawn.
I never said that, dude. And she's like, oh, let me dial this back a little bit. I'm totally not freaking out.
Really? So then how come you asked like every hour if you were the pawn or if you were the target? It's driving people crazy.
He feels like getting rid of her just for asking so much, and I can't blame him.
It's been a lot.
You know what? Scotty's just living in his fallacy.
He's feeling confident. He's like, Tyler told me I'm the pawn. I got my votes. I'm good to go.
All right, let's talk about this denied showmance.
Okay.
JC goes running up to the HOH. Tangela's on the bed, interlocked.
Well, they were doing their PG showmancing. Yeah, just tell me about Hilton Head.
Tell me that you've never quite been into somebody as much as you've been into me, because we've never been locked up like this before.
Right? I mean, it really does something to you.
So when they see him on the spy screen,
Angela bolts from the bed.
And she goes and grabs a bag of chips or whatever.
She sits down on the couch so it doesn't look like they're, you know, all intimate up there. But JC comes in. You could tell he knows something's going on because he's just like waiting for Angela to leave. Yep. And when he does, he's like, you need to tell me what's going on with you and Angela, right? Meow!
I don't like you like this.
Yeah, so Tyler deny, but JC has the receipts. He said he heard her running from the bed to the couch. He heard it.
He's also summer high-tying him and being like, 4 text messages in 2 hours from Madeline, save me a seat.
Who the F is she?
Absolutely. He's like, how could you be talking for 5 hours? Really?
Tyler's like, we're from the same place. We're talking about where we're from.
Well, JC's plan does not include Angela at all. Except to put her ass up on the block along with Casey.
Ooh, so Tyler's like, no, we can't do that. Those are my girls. Like, he doesn't say that to JC.
Well, he's like, they're not coming after you. Why would you do something like that? It's not the right time.
I mean, JC's got a point here. For his own game. I'm not saying for Tyler. Right. But JC, he realizes he's not in a great spot in the pecking order here. Because once Scotty, Haley, and Sam are gone, who do you think is next?
He also wants Brett to win the HOH.
To do it for him.
Yeah.
I mean, of course.
Well, I don't know if he is capable of winning an HOH at this point.
I think he could.
Alright, well, Tangela have a little meeting as usual.
Tyler's like, yo, we're busted. JC heard.
He heard you stomping like a freaking horse.
Yeah.
The whole set was shaking.
I mean, the walls are very thin in there.
Yeah. Well, Angela said, well, isn't he a little diva bitch?
Ooh, she's pissed at him. She's like, I'm sick and tired of it because JC and Brett have been trying to bust in on them for the last 2 weeks that they've been up in that HOH room. She's done.
Tyler's conflicted because he knows that he's going to have to cut those girls sooner or later. He doesn't want, number one, he doesn't want to do it.
Right.
And he came to win, and he's not going to throw his game away for her.
Dang, I gotta say, I have some respect for him here saying, like, if she's gotta go, she's gotta go. And I feel like she should be saying the same about him.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, Angela would probably be a safe bet for Tyler to bring to the final 2.
Yeah.
Because the jury does not like her.
No.
But he is...
Who likes her?
Tyler.
And Casey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what are you talking about? Just like on a friendship level?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Her friends.
Yeah.
But Tyler is hell-bent on going to the end with Casey, so...
I'm saying the rest of the house doesn't respect the way she's playing the game.
She's got her homies.
Alright.
But...
yeah, Tyler and Casey.
Brett likes her. Well, alright, whatever. So, you messed up my train of thought.
Sorry.
It's gone. Moving on.
So, Brett and Haley teach JC how to say turd-tle.
You know what? I enjoyed this one just because they made him say turd over and over and over again.
Keep saying it. It sounds natural.
Turtle. Turtle.
First they were saying, say turd-le, and then they were saying turtle.
It's turtle time! Alright, that's all we have to say about that.
Alright, jury hates Angela. That's what Brett and Scotty are discussing.
Now, Brett has been doing some interesting stuff this week.
Brett's been playing a very smart game this week. Don't you think?
Yeah, but like, is he gonna make a move here or what? Because he had a very long game chat with Scotty late one night, and watching this on the feeds, it wasn't clear if he was just playing Scotty or if he was really thinking about keeping him. Because he's a really good actor.
I think he's been gathering information and sorting it out later.
Well, that's the thing. He was acting here like he was really thinking about keeping Scotty because he wanted to get as much information out of him as possible. Specifically, things that he's heard in the jury house.
Right.
So Scotty's like, oh, Haley had all these final twos. The jury hates Angela. They really hated your goodbye messages, blah, blah, blah. So Brett, okay, this is where I get a little bit confused because Brett's like, oh, the jury hates Angela. So if I send Angela to the jury, everyone will love me.
Because he's getting her out of the game.
I understand that. But
they're bitter. They don't want her to win the money.
I get it. But in that same vein, wouldn't it make more sense to bring her to the final two and then you win?
It would, but they might view that as cheap.
I don't think so.
Alright, well, Angela has two people.
She's got Tyler and Casey at all times.
She's got two backups.
Yeah.
So she's got to be backdoored because she's got two chances of vetoes to save her.
There's not much time left for a backdoor. Once you get to 6, everybody can beat the veto.
Quick.
So
it's gonna go quick.
If you're gonna make a move, you better do it soon.
Because we had some time to kill, Derek, the winner of season 16, showed up and had a little chat with Julie.
Okay.
Derek happens to think that this is a great season.
I do too. I agreed with pretty much everything he said in his analysis here. I thought it all lined up.
He was surprised at how well Level 6 worked together and didn't really pick each other off except for Rachel.
And Winston. But I mean, they didn't
have a choice that week because there was 2 of them on the block.
I have to agree. Level 6, they haven't even been in power that much until like recent weeks. And they were still able to make things happen, to get rid of the other side, even though the other side was the HOH. So I think that's incredibly impressive. And the other thing I have to say about them, super good at communication. And they all had their roles every week. Everybody stuck to it.
Everybody had a different job.
Everybody stuck to it, and then they just trusted each other.
Right.
Which is something that Faute, Hive, Sacred Six, whatever you want to call them, could not do. They did not trust each other.
Julie also said, was it just luck? And I say, it was production. Alright, well maybe that's Julie's keyword for production.
I don't think it was a production thing.
Luck production?
Alright, well...
What's Derek's pick?
Julie wants to know who he thinks is going to win. He's like, I'm not answering that. It could be anybody.
Smart answer. It's anybody's game.
He goes through the list, and yeah, everybody can pretty much make a case at this point.
Yeah. Well, Julie also wants to know...
Except for, like, Sam. Oh, Sam.
You had a final 2 with Cody. But Tyler has final 2s with 4, maybe 5 people. So, if you
What do you think about that?
If you were Tyler and had that luxurious mane, what would you do? Who would you pick? Who would you pick?
Well, he was also saying, like, if he gets to the final 2, he's going to have some explaining to do.
Well, yeah. And jury management's important, and these chuckleheads have not been very good at jury management up until this point.
Yeah. Well, he said something that I said in today's spoiler. It's really not a good idea for him to go to the end with Casey.
Yeah.
Casey's really well liked. She's peaking at the right time. She's winning all these competitions.
She's Nicoling at the right time.
Yeah, she's got a really good shot at winning. Right. And if the jury is bitter, they're not going to be happy with Tyler.
Right.
Especially when it comes out that he's had all these deals and he's been in on a lot more than they thought he was previously.
Well, I think they would respect that. They just want him to own it. I think. That's what Paul's big mistake was last season. He didn't own it.
A lot of mistakes.
Well, yeah.
Anyway. Then Julie's asking about goodbye messages, and Derek is like, this is your chance to really...
make them feel a little bit better
Make
about...
them feel special.
Pump them up a little bit.
Yeah.
Tell them that they weren't so dumb, instead of telling them they got.
Yeah, but at the same time... I've really been enjoying these petty messages this season.
Oh, yeah, but it's not good for their game.
No, but it's so much fun to watch.
Isn't it,
thank you, guys.
So now Julie said, get out. I have to talk to these sad sack house guests.
All right, it's time for the eviction, but first, hashtag.
Scotty gets
speeches.
up there.
Yeah.
And says, will we be... First of all, he disrespectfully jumps up on the back of the sofa. I would have been like... Get off.
He's like, Julie.
Put your feet on that sofa.
I don't know if we're going to be hanging out again tonight.
And then, blah, 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 blah,
something was bleeped. We don't know what it was. We don't know if it was just a malfunction or if he said something inappropriate, but it was bleeped.
I think he probably said something.
It seemed like it, because then Haley looked at him like,
yeah.
That's what it seemed like. So then after that, he was like, blah, 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 make the right move.
Or you can suck it.
Everyone except for Tyler...
because he's getting some on the daily.
Whoa!
You could have heard every single cricket in the state of California.
I could hear Julie vomiting in her puke bucket.
Julie was just like, oh, shit.
That was effed up. I think that was really not cool.
Yeah.
To be that, like... Okay, you can call them out for having a showmance, but that was really gross.
Yeah. Unless you were there and you saw it. All right, so then it's Haley's turn.
I gotta say, the ironic thing here is that this is like the most G-rated showmance ever.
Yeah, and he's talking about sucking it. He's such a baby.
So then it's Haley's turn, and she's just like,
Julie, you're captivating, and I'm fake AF.
So then she pulls out her to evict or not to evict, blah, 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 Shakespeare.
Did she see the puppet show or what? Blah, blah, blah. God bless the state of Texas.
Okay.
Now it's time for the vote.
Well, it's no surprise here. Scotty was evicted, and it was another unanimous vote. He's Mr. Unanimous this season.
Mr. Unani.
The second time.
All right, so I guess he will be hanging out with Julie.
I don't think Julie wants to, though. This whole exit interview was so freaking awkward.
It was cringy.
I feel like Julie hates him.
She said, why are you not Haley? And I was waiting for him to say...
No, she said, like, why is it you out here and not Haley? And he was like, why am I not Haley?
I thought she said, why are you not Haley?
I thought she said, why...
Meaning, why isn't Haley here? Since you're the pawn. And he said, because I have a penis, Julie. And
no, he didn't.
Haley is a vagina.
He said he's unpredictable.
Yes.
And Julie was like, well, why didn't you try to be
Why
more
would
predictable?
anybody think that when they had to bleep your freaking thing and then you said something offensive?
I can't believe he would make a speech like that when he said that he had a feeling he was going, as in there might have been a possibility that he was staying, and he goes and makes a speech like that. Yeah. Damn.
He said that they're not good liars.
They fooled you a few times.
They
fooled you quite a few times.
And he thought Tyler was a coward.
Julie was like, is that a coward or someone playing the game well?
He said, that's a coward.
The whole time, too, Scotty's hat was like almost covering his eyes. It was just not a good interview all around. It was just like,
Julie said, all right, let's see some goodbye messages.
It's hard to watch.
And Brett and JC took their notes and they blamed Tyler for the eviction.
Brett was like, I wanted to keep you, but Tyler got to everybody before I did, blah,
Which
blah, blah.
is so freaking funny because Tyler wanted to keep Scotty.
He did, but he didn't. He kept saying that he did and that everybody else wanted Haley to stay. But then whenever somebody would bring it up to him and be like, what if we got rid of Haley this week? Tyler would be like, no, Scotty's got to go. He's a better competitor. So it was very confusing. And then JC was like, every week we do what the HOH wants. And that's what I did this week.
And now Tyler's turn to jury manage says, I had the power app from week 2.
I never had to use it.
So tell your friends. This guy said, I will not.
Clearly, he's gonna be bitter too. So.
Ugh. You know what? I really have a feeling he's gonna tell them.
I'm sure he will. I mean, they're gonna run out of things to talk about.
Yeah.
They can only talk about Brett and Angela's goodbye messages so many times.
And then they won't have anything else. Alright, so it's time for the HOH comp. It's mercifully short. It's only 3 minutes tops. It's called Shell or High Water. You've got a 3 plankton thing, and you've got to get 1 ball, 1 pearl in each of the little cups.
Scotty much? It's basically like one of those Survivor challenges where you have to not only get the balls in the holes, but you have to hold them there while you work on the other ones.
Right.
So I just want to mention too, they resurrected Kevin as the merman. This time it was Tyler the merman.
I would have loved to have seen Kevin hosting the competition in his reprising.
Can we please get Kevin on, please?
Mermaid suit, because that was a good look for him.
Any suit. Kevin is such a sharp dresser.
This was only 3 minutes, but yes, I did fall asleep several times during it because I've had it.
Okay, so if nobody completed this within the 3 minutes, at the end of the 3 minutes, whoever had the most balls in the shortest amount of time would be the HOH. So they didn't even need to worry about that because they were blowing through this. It was close. Like, there was nobody who was completely out of it. I guess Sam was probably the worst, but...
Still not that bad.
Yeah, it was close. It came down to Casey and Brett, and Casey won by, like, a second.
Let's go.
Crazy.
Let's go to the double eviction next weekend. Next Thursday, actually.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Can't wait.
Who do you want to see go in the double eviction? Leave it in the comments. And who do you want to see Casey put up? Who do you think she's going to put up? Who do you think she's going to put up?
I don't know if I should say, but I guess I can. I feel like she's going to put up Haley and Sam, which is interesting that Haley was like, yay, Casey!
Yeah.
She's going to be up Casey's butt all week.
Oh no.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you next time, and until then,
much love.